Hello, Cancer. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of April 20th, 2025. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, then this reading is for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and watch this video and any other video for the tarot card of the week for the respective placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate, and if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say, just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. With all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Cancerian collective now for the week of April 20th, 2025. What is their tarot card of the week? Wow, that came out very quickly. We have the King of Wands. What ideas are you ready to implement with others? Well, the King/Queen of Wands are the individuals in tarot that are known as the business builders, the entrepreneurs. So this could be geared towards those of you who are business owners or aspiring business owners. It could also be for those of you that want to work on a creative project or some type of new endeavor, collaborating with an individual or possibly a group of individuals, whether that's just like sprucing up your home, renovations, remodeling, or maybe working on another type of project, again, within the construct of like a group of friends, family, maybe a community group you volunteer in. Tell me more about the King of Wands. I feel like you're ready to take action on something. Tell me more about this for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know about the King of Wands? One more shuffle now. Thank you. First card out, we have the Three of Cups, followed by the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Tower. I feel like there is an individual, or for some of you, right, because I'm reading for the collective. So for some of you, it's one individual. For others of you, it's a group of people. But there is something here about wanting to make a choice to create a path or plan forward. Whatever this is for you, this idea or this inspiration or this plan, I think you know that it's not something you can do like overnight, or you won't see like the immediate result that you want overnight. And I say that because in the Knight of Pentacles, we do have the map here that goes to the sunflower, which I think is what you're trying to achieve or attain or obtain. But the Knight of Pentacles is slow. So whatever this is for you, you know that it's not, overnight success, but it's something you want to begin laying the groundwork on like from now. And it's like you either want another individual or, like I said, maybe even a group of people like on board with you. Tell me more about the Lovers here. Now, originally in tarot, the Lovers was known as the ultimate choice card. So tell me more about the Lovers here for Cancer. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Pentacles. So whatever this is, you're looking for long-term gains. You're looking for long-term stability, long-term partnership, long-term investment, long-term return on that investment. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Cancer. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. And I needed 3 cards, and all 3 cards came out. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're moving very strategically. This is a decision you are making. We had King of Wands, now we have Queen of Wands. So for some of you, this is the individual that you want to work towards or work with. I almost feel like before we can get to this, we need to heal the connection first. So I could be speaking to a Cancerian where you've had some kind of rift, disagreement, argument, separation from an individual. They could be a friend, family member, colleague, neighbor, or a lover. Take it how it resonates to you. It's a collective reading. But there's something here about I want to make the choice to reconnect with this individual or individuals so I can heal the connection, and then we can strategically move forward together. I hope that's making sense for you. And then you have the forward movement. So I kind of feel like this is what you're doing this week. It's almost like either having a conversation. There's definitely an exchange here of information, ideas. First, we need to heal the connection, and then we need to create this path forward. Tell me about the path forward here for Cancer. What is the Knight of Pentacles here? Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So again, I go back to, you're seeing this from a new perspective. You're seeing this, and I'm going to read that Hangman two different ways for you. One, you're seeing this from a new perspective or another perspective, meaning maybe I've always had my eye on this, right, on the end goal, but I'm realizing something is broken here in the connection that needs to be fixed, and then we can move towards this together to create this plan or implement this plan, to begin working on it. And two, the Hangman card, for, since it came out while I'm clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, again, I think you already know that it's going to take a while to get to this. Again, it's not overnight success. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your cards really want to speak. We have the Death card, which talks about transformation. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Ten of Wands. I kind of like that Ten of Wands there in this deck. And then we have the Page of Wands. So again, sorry to repeat myself. I know I get criticized for that sometimes in the comments, but it's like my way to like regroup my thoughts while I'm getting more messages. So the idea here for you is we need to heal this connection so we can move forward. So our connection needs to transform so we can take whatever hurt, happened here, and we can transmute that into forward movement, because right now we've been stuck. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm talking about you and your love partner. Okay, something happened, clearly some type of Three of Swords moment, because that's what precedes the Four of Swords. And now you're like, you know what, I really do want to have this happily ever after with this individual. Again, this is just an example, but your mindset here with that Hangman energy is like, well, we can't just immediately reconnect tomorrow and then walk down the aisle on Sunday. There needs to be healing here, and then we need to strategically work together to make sure we're on the same page. We both want the same things. We need to transmute that pain into power and create this plan forward, and then we can execute it quite quickly. And then we can go from Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. And I love the Ten of Wands in this deck because the individual is holding the Ace of Wands and leaving behind the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands are all of the wounds, right? That's why the Nine of Wands is known as the Wounded Warrior. So again, I kind of like this for you. Now, obviously, it's going to... your success on this will be, determined by one, whether or not you really go through with this, because it's a collective reading, so it's not 100% guaranteed for all of you. And two, is this counterpart or counterparts, because I don't know how many people this includes for you, are they willing to do this as well? Because they have the divine gift of free will. And I think that's why you're up in your head here with the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Tower. I think you're really up in your head of like, I really do want this. And again, I don't know what this is, this project, this plan, maybe this reconciliation. But as much as I want it, this person or these people, they have to want it too. And I think maybe you're a bit worried about what happens if they come back and they say no. Or they say yes, but maybe they're still on a different page than you. I could be speaking to a Cancerian where you're reconciling with your person, but then as you start to discuss a path forward, you decide that, I don't know, maybe they don't want marriage and you do. Or you want kids and they don't, or vice versa. And again, I think that's just what you're thinking. I'm not saying that that's what the outcome will be. I just think that you're worried about this. Tell me about the Tower. Oh, Magician card showed itself. So I think you're manifesting the best possible outcome for yourself and this connection or, group of connections here. I do think that you want success here, but again, one hinges on, do you really have the boldness and bravery of the King of Wands to actually do this? And two, do you have a willing counterpart or counterparts here? Tell me about the Tower here. Again, I feel like the Tower for you is worst case scenario, in your head type of thing. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. Can we overcome the conflict? Because in the deck I used for you, the Five of Wands, no one's fighting. We're all getting along now. So... And right behind that, we have the Page of Swords and we have the King of Cups. So I think that you're hoping for best possible outcome, but at the same time, you're like also preparing or gearing up for the worst possible outcome, which is we're all going to end up disagreeing and fighting about this anyway. Tell me more about the Tower here for Cancer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Tower, clarified by the Five of Cups. These are your fears. Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. I think your fear here on bottom of the deck is the Star card. Ironically, the Star comes after the Tower card in the Major Arcana portion of Tarot. I think this is what you're afraid of. I don't know who this person or these people are to you representing the Six of Cups. You either like you grew up with them, or you've known them a long time, or you just feel a very close, if this is a lover, a very close magnetic attraction to them. If this is a friend, or even a family member, you just hold a lot of love for this person, regardless of the length of time they've been in your life. You recognize them as some type of soulmate or soul bond connection or soul contract in your life. And I think you're afraid of the disappointment. I think you're afraid that this may not work, or they might not want it, or the separation that has already occurred here may continue to widen and deepen and get even worse. I do think it's all in your head, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Tell me about this individual or these individuals. What is their response here? Because I think you're ready. King of Wands, I do think you're bold and brave enough now to do this. You've tapped into your intuition. You figured out that you want this person or these people in your life, and that's your path forward. But I do think you're getting a little lost in your head there about whether or not they'll go along with it. What's the most likely response from this individual or these individuals? What is the most likely response here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. I think they want victory with you and victory with whatever this plan or project is. Most likely response here from this individual or individuals. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Page of Cups. And I think, and we have the Nine of Cups, not I think. I was going to say, I think what you don't see coming in this moon energy here at the bottom of the deck is this person does want this. They're willing to hear you out. I think they're very fond of you as well. I do think there's an acknowledgement here on their part that you are some type of soulmate or soul bond to them, or soul connection or contract, even though they might not use the same words or terminology that we use. But there is a recognition here of, we have the opportunity here with the Wheel of Fortune to really move this in the right direction. So Page of Cups, I think they'll be very open and receptive to what you have to say or whatever it is that you're offering. And then the Nine of Cups, I think your plan or idea is something that's extraordinarily pleasing to them. I do think this person wants you in their life. And so they are willing to work with you to create this path forward. So that's what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of April 20th, 2025. It looks like you have some kind of idea here that you want to implement with an individual, or like I said, a group of people coming together to heal a connection or various connections, so you can all move forward together very strategically towards a predetermined or preset goal. And it looks like whoever this person or these people are, they're on board with it as well. So that is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out your other placements. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.